is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night.
It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs.
The career is my stake when you win your prime. The paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. When I'm knocking with you, either black or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the E right now.
Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from KC. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at the line to begin this ball game.
Like this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Second down throw for Nick. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Tyrese Nice. He gets into drop hit.
Woo! Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey.
Out hard, talk real with a shine. I got some time, name. I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Put the back gate yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a two drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I got to get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. You just heard the sound of the king of the South. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Right to the air. Here's Stafford. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. There'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up Sackett. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4. You look at this Eagle defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now it's Stafford. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken on the 25. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
They're on 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Nix. Forced out to his left. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
That's an early scramble reviewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Nix. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Nix to the air. They'll get this one to cut complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing is Stanford. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. You look at this Eagle defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. The first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, That gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Throw left side, completion to Rice. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Bates' kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 11. Now it's Nix. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. This short throw caught by Goedert. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now they'll audible to something else. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second and 11. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Nix. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cobb. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Nix looking to throw again. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. So they get nothing out of that play. And it's 2nd and goal. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. McCaffrey is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Stafford now to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To the air again, Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
For a Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Bates' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A final shot before break. Nix being chased out left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Nix. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A carry here for Trevor Etienne. Quan Martin there on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
This 2nd and 4. Here's Stafford. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. A 3rd quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing again is Stafford. Rolling to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. It's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime makes had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's Nix. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This short throw caught by Goddard. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
To throw is Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. There's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Omaha, remove, waiting. Omaha, remove.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. Ready? First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry. No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 50, Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yaya Diaby able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll get that to Charbonnet. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Nix to the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
That's a run to run now. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Back to throw. Over the middle, it's hauled in by Cup. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here it is, 4th and inches. They're going. It's Nix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory. And what's the